What is this? You've been accepted the prestigious, most hallowed rank as such to join our noble cause in the privy of the most guarded secrets. The ceremony will take place after the next new moon. Yeah. Vladimir Blum. Okay.
The Koskela brothers aren't just in the cult. They're its damn leaders.
Nice. Okay. Okay, so this is probably 170723. No. That's day, month, year. Okay, maybe we gotta go back here.
I have what I need to figure out the password.
Dates might be some here. Okay. Okay, maybe we need the date on this. This doesn't have a date, though. It says, the ceremony will take place the day after the next new moon. Okay. How do we know what day it is, though? Okay, well, let's try 18... Nope, that's not it. 180723. Nope. Okay. What date is it? Okay. So this is the last date was 8/16. So that would be August. August 16. So it would be the 17th. So it's 170823. Ah. One number off. It was the next month. Okay. Riddle for... Okay, hold on. Riddle for your rifle. I'm a little doorknob that's out of place, but solve these clues and you can trace your way to private space. I meet you at the greet inside a bright, glassy cage where pretty flowers bloom. Why'd you take the doorknob of my personal room? I'm sick of the old people tricks. Bring it back so I can get my rifle. I'm supposed to go on a deer hunt tomorrow. If you don't, I'll hunt you instead. Vladimir, I do not need to remind you that Tor and Odin will be ideal candidates for the cult. Please try harder to recruit them.
There's Tor, and he's out of his mind. Need to get to him.
I'm waiting for a jump scare in this view. Okay, so the doorknob is in the glass cage of the green. So it's at the reception desk.
And the doors are open.
So we go through here. Battery is always useful. And the doorknob should be with the flowers, they said? Yep, there it is. Okay. So let's go back and get the rifle finally. If we have the room for it. Wait, can we access the shoebox from in here? Profiling, radio, weapon upgrade. No, it doesn't look like it. Understandable, but a bit annoying. Okay. So now we can put the doorknob there. Is that a manuscript page? Interesting. Okay. And this is not scratched out at all.
Ilmo was nervous. His palms were clammy. He lowered his phone. Mulligan isn't picking up. Yako shook his head, pointed at his own phone. Same with Thornton. Ilmo didn't like it. No one was answering the phone at the workshop in Watery either. Something was up. It had to be the writer. Had to be. The Koskela brothers were crouching in the bushes across from the Elderwood Palace Lodge, its light shining in the night. They couldn't wait any longer. The brothers knew Saga was in Watery visiting her trailer. Going now was their only chance to do this without hurting her. Ilmo stood up and a crowd of deer masks looked his way. Okay, this is it. The writer is the target. Take him down and it's all over. Only shoot the Fed if you have to. This is our big moment. We watch in the night. The crowd murmured the chant back to him. Ilmo turned his face to the hotel. He could see Saga's partner in the window. Ilmo slapped his brother on the shoulder. The brothers donned their masks. The cult of the tree was ready.
Okay. Can't pick up the rifle because we don't have enough room. Oh, pet the deer head.
They're all so soft and sad.
I think we have, what, 3 of these left? We could go to the mine place and check. And yes, that's a collectible, by the way. If you go to this deer, it'll... Yeah, we have 3 more deer heads. Okay, so we need to clear out our inventory to pick up that rifle. Is there a box, a shoebox in here at all? There's not. Can we get rid of stuff? Okay, we can. Okay. What do we want to get rid of? Let's... Crap, dude. Because the problem is I don't know how much room it's going to take. Let's get rid of the arrow. You know what? Let's get rid of the first aid kit. I'm just gonna... Okay, that gives us 3 spots. That should be enough for the rifle? No. Okay, it needs 4 slots. I don't want to get rid of that. Man, they really need a storage container in the mine place. Also, I wish we had more storage here. We can get more of these if we need. Okay. Is 4 spots enough? Okay. Rifle acquired. So it said all the doors are open, I would assume. Let's take a look around. We go out here. I'm guessing not, right? Oh, we can. Got real dark out here. Okay, this is just where it connects here. Got it. So what was this guy? It was like in 2 places at once.
I need to catch up with Tor.
Caution, maintenance in progress. Okay. Found a box of ammo for a hunting rifle in the cafeteria. Rose, I think you left some behind again. Really should be more careful. Take a tip from Vlad, a fellow weapon enthusiast. Oh, that's what Vlad... Okay, VB is Vlad. You really should be more careful. Fellow weapon enthusiast, always lock it up. Come collect it for me whenever you can. I bought tea. Okay, so this is your hint to go get the... notebook of daily meals. Nice fountain pens, antique hair clip. Very pretty. Address inquiries to your friend Rose. bandages on the ground. Which, do we have a... Do we have K-Sport stuff? Oh, yeah, we do. Okay. Cult initiation. So that... So we know they're not in the... Okay. Hey, Void, how you doing? Okay, so the only one we're not connecting is Rose. We need to talk to somebody for that. Okay. Interesting. Good, just made some coffee. That's cool. There it is again. But yeah, that's definitely the older lady. I think that's the knitting lady. I don't think that's having a super clumsy day. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, we're in the pantry for some reason. Well, hopefully it gets better. If not, I'm sure keeping dropping things a lot, maybe coffee will help. Yeah. Sometimes you just need to get a little stimulation with that stuff. He's going through an overlap. Interesting.
Water is bad for you. Tor, wait! Cynthia Weaver, I know it's you. This kind of behavior is not okay. Let him go.
Turn. Meowing outside some beat up gray cat, pregnant black cat was in the yard. They both stopped and just stood and stared at me when I was intruding. Yeah. Okay, so there's an overlap here. Interesting. Find a way into the overlap. Yeah. So what's interesting is we went from there being essentially like one place of overlap to the dark place to being multiple, because it used to be like the dark place only connected through the caldera, the lake, but now we have a place at a theme park. We have a place here. We have a place near the caldera. Obviously, she comes meowing out the window. Yeah. All right, Rose.
What was that? Where did Tor go?
What on earth do you mean, Saga? Tor is resting in the wellness center. Remember?
What? We both saw him go into the pond.
Okay.
Are you fucking with me, or is this a story again?
Now.
This is part of Alan Wake
Let's
2
cool
or the
it with
DLC.
the
It's
language.
just part of the main game.
She's clearly lying to me. Why?
Yeah, this is part of the main game. You play two characters in Alan Wake 2. You play Saga Anderson, and you play Alan Wake. We're playing through Saga's story. At least I'm trying to get through as much Saga story as possible, but you can switch between the two of them. But yeah, she's an FBI agent.
Rose watched Tor.
But she's apparently more connected to the story than we were originally led to believe.
The secret mission for Alan's #1 fan. The hero will say Wake has returned. We're all characters in his story. Gee whiz.
I'm not his fucking character. But I
Well.
can use that phrase to make Rose stop lying to me.
Gee whiz, yeah.
Wake has returned.
Or gee whiz. Cynthia Weaver.
Cynthia took Tor. What happened to her?
When the darkness touches your head, your bookshelf gets shuffled. I put her lamp in the shoebox. What do you call a lamp lady without her lamp?
Is Rose talking about Cynthia or herself?
Interesting.
Or both?
Okay. That's a new bit of information. Anderson Brothers. Tore into the pond.
Disappeared into the pond. It's another overlap. Has to be. How do I get inside?
Okay, what are we missing? Okay, we got all of those. Wake told Rose to look for the hero. She won't help anyone else.
Doesn't make sense.
Okay, there we go. But yeah, you played two different characters. This is kind of a new thing, a new interaction here, where you have all these cases, and you basically make your red string boards, and you figure out what's going on and stuff. Also, that's the first time we've seen like a live action version of Rose, which is interesting.
Rose. Wake has returned.
Oh my god. You're the hero! You're here to save Alan! I feel so silly for trying to keep you out of the wellness center. I locked Tor and Gale in there after they lost it, and I didn't want you getting hurt. Before I forget, here's the page Wake told me to give you.
Okay.
Oh, and you'll need my keys to get around.
Yeah. Page.
Saga jabbed the selector on the jukebox, the missing record in its place. Saga couldn't have found it without Odin's help. A light bloomed in through the garden window.
The horror story beat me to Tor. I have to rescue him.
Okay.
The key to this overlap is an old Gods of Asgard record. Odin will know more.
So we want to listen to these because sometimes they only tell you something. So like it said, found it without Owen's help, and it says light bloomed through the garden window. That's where Tor had vanished to the pond. She knew what she had to do. See, like that wasn't really said. Also, there's stuff missing from this bit of art, so we
Saga
always
jabbed
listen to
the selector
narration.
on the jukebox, the missing record in its place. Saga couldn't have found it without Odin's help. Standing there, Saga felt exposed, expecting the shadows to come alive. The needle crackled on the vinyl. The song swelled. Odin had said it was written for her and her mother. Her grandfather's apology. The lamentation of an old man. His heart was broken, sinking into darkness. Odin had said that the song would be a way to know Tor, a way to find him. A light bloomed in through the garden window. That's where Tor had vanished into the pond. Saga knew what she had to do.
Okay. So there's that. Hold on. We got... Is it a profiling thing? Yeah. Odin. The record.
The page mentions a missing record. Do you know where it is, Odin?
Driven by passion, raging like a storm. Your grandfather made the song to apologize to your mother, Freya, and to you. Tor's like a storm. Your mother did the right thing, leaving with you, even if it broke your grandfather's heart. And mine. Listen to the song, Saga. It's all there. Tor only had one record made. He keeps it in the museum.
Odin knows my mom's name. He's saying my mom took me away when I was still a baby. Plausible. Stay on task. The record is in the museum.
Okay. Alright, so let's see. Was there anything in the wellness center that we needed, that we could open before we go back into the, Hold on. Where's the nearest shoebox, though? Really need to go for that. Okay. Don't have bolt cutters yet. What's up here? Hiking climbing area, okay. Aha! Another manuscript page. Odin loses an eye. Also doesn't seem like it's scratched out at all, which is
It's
interesting.
1988. A face-off between deities on the rim of Cauldron Lake, high above its dark waters. Thunder roared. The old gods facing something even more powerful. Something harder to define even.
The
Or,
dark presence,
changing
yeah.
the perspective, Raving lunatics all, caught up in the frenzy of a shared delusion. The old gods, the corsairs of the Sea of Night, and the Dark One who yearned to stand in between, who had always stood in between, who would soon stand in between. We help you, you stay away from our family, Tor Anderson snarled over the thunder. Yes, until you all come to me, came the answer. That's never gonna happen, shouted Odin. I will take this as collateral. Shall you remember our deal, said the Dark One. Blood arched from Odin's face as he fell to his knees. Lightning hit the dark figure on the cliff, and with that, he was gone. Tor rushed to his brother. Are you alright, bro? Effectively blind in that moment, the eye patch covering his left eye, his hand over the now empty socket of his right, blood oozing out of it. Odin cursed. The bastard took the wrong eye.
So the presence took Odin's eye. Interesting. Alright, so is there anything in here that was locked? Go to the dispensary. There's where the shoebox is. Should probably do that, but I think we've gotten everything else. Yeah, so let's go to the dispensary. Just to clean up our inventory a little bit. And then we'll head into the wellness center. Okay, through the double doors to the left. Okay. Shoebox. Alright, so let's get rid of the crossbow for now. Just because it's too slow. And it takes up a lot of room. I mean, so does this, but... yeah, that should be enough for now. Take arrows out. Let's move the painkillers up there. Okay, that leaves us a good amount of room. Okay, and let's save. We'll do a quick save, obviously, and then a hard save. Okay. So let's go figure out what's happening, or how we're going to get into the overlap. Let's try not to jump the gun here, because last time we figured out half of a puzzle, it just kind of didn't work properly. Like, it let us continue, it was just like, what?
This must have been Tor's.
Oh, missed that before, but that's fine. Okay, so... back into this. We'll talk to Odin first, and then we'll explore, because we have the key fob, which means we should have full access to everything. Is there somebody standing there? Hold on. You guys saw that, right? There was definitely someone at the end there. Okay. Is this another Night Springs episode? No? Okay. Everyone's gone. Wait, Audie said we'd be safe on the porch? Ah.
See muster point.
You all should stay out here a while. Until it's safe.
I'm happy to get out of that house. Isn't it strange that I've lived in Bright Falls my whole life and I can't remember this building?
The house has always been here, Norman. Remember when that poor Nora girl drowned in the bunker? Those Andersons got it so cheap because it's haunted. You get what you
Why is it
pay
nighttime?
for.
Because time has passed. But I'm more concerned about the second option. Look at her hands. Her hands are covered in blood. Like, she's been knitting so long that her hands are bleeding.
Is there anyone who didn't show up?
I'm telling you, I think the presence that we're seeing is her. I don't think it's Cynthia.
If they aren't here by now, then they aren't coming. It's important to be punctual. On that topic,
Because Cynthia had dark hair.
Our nightly decaf coffee service is almost half an hour behind schedule.
Are they in an alternate reality? So that's what we're trying to figure out, right? Part of the mystery of this game is trying to figure out what is real and what is like altered by the manuscript. So far, my assumption is none of this is real. All of this is still taking place in the dark place of the first game. But we don't know yet what has been changed, what is changing, and what will be changed. Because unlike in the first game, Wake is not fully in control of story. So if we look over here, we have manuscript. This did not happen in the first game. You see where stuff is scratched out? We do know of an entity called Mr. Scratch that's basically the dark presence version of Alan Wake. Looks exactly like him and everything. And this stuff is being scratched out and changed. So there's a lot of, like, there's this stuff which isn't, and then there's these that are, right? And this leads us to believe that Mr. Scratch is doing something at the very least. So we're trying to, there's literally a case on our case board that is called Fact versus Fiction, which is Saga trying to figure out what's real and what's not. Why did Mom leave? See, so we're trying to put together, you know, oh, apparently we lived in Watery. Apparently our daughter had drowned, which we've talked to our daughter since the beginning of the game. So there's some, like, weird things going on that aren't connecting to reality as we knew it before we made it to Bright Falls. So that's kind of what Saga's trying to do, is put together
Page says the record will open the overlap. Or is the page predetermining it? Am I just playing into the story?
So we're trying to figure out what's true and what's not.
Have any of you noticed anything odd about Ms. Weaver?
Just that Tor won't leave the poor woman alone. That brute wants one thing, and one thing only.
Cynthia's gotten downright bossy. Take a swim in the pond, Norman. Drink some water, Norman. Well, no one tells Norman McDonald what to do.
So again, we know Cynthia Weaver from the first game. That is the face that the Dark Presence wore to convince people in the first game.
Mandy May, are you all right? You're bleeding.
Oh, how did that happen?
Oh, no, Mandy May. Oh, no!
Oh, don't be a crybaby, Norman. It's nothing. I just poked my finger
I'm saying
this
I'm
monster of a blanket.
I'm calling it out. I do not think that this is actually Mandy May. I think she's the Dark Presence, because the face we keep seeing is of something that looks similar to her. Because Cynthia does not look like her. Cynthia is like, she's kind of like a rounded backed kind of lady with, like, her hands together. She wears a black hat. She has, like, long black hair. Like, she does not, the face we keep seeing is her face jump out at us, not Cynthia's.